Hello, welcome to another scintillating slice of retrospection. This time, we've given ourselves a Christmas present. Because it's that time of year and we're beaming into one of our favourite franchises as we wave our tricky tricorders at Star Trek Generations from 1994. Will we want to return to reality or stay in the Nexus of pure delight? My name's Colin and life forms, you tiny little life forms, you precious little life forms. Where are you?
You know, there's so much of you in Data in this movie. There really is.
Because he can remove his emotion chip.
And the back of your head comes off.
That's true. But I am fully functional.
But you say that.
That's true. Who'd know? I'm fully functional if you get through the dust.
That's true. You got to dust it off occasionally, surely. My name's Paul, and I don't need to be lectured by you. I was out saving the universe when your grandfather was in diapers.
Wait, you're as old as my grandfather.
Everybody knows we are the same age, Colin.
Oh, nobody knows that. It's a secret I'll take to my grave, which will be later than yours.
Wait, you got all calm on me for a second.
It did sound like a threat.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I've got a bit worried. Yeah.
The film stars, like we don't know, Patrick Stewart as Captain Picard, William Shatner as Kirk, Malcolm McDowell as Dr. Sauron, Jonathan Frakes as Riker, Brent Spiner as Data, Marina Sirtis as Deanna Troi, Gates McFadden as Dr. Crusher, LeVar Burton as Geordi LaForge, and James Doohan as Scotty. I mean, we don't really need to do a full cast list on this.
We don't, but I do feel like you should have put William Shatner's name top.
No, actually, because it's a Next Generation film. It's not a Star Trek original cast film.
Yeah, I know that. I know that, you know that. But it's William Shatner.
All right, but you're still wrong.
As far as I'm concerned, William Shatner's always on top.
Unless in your personal life, but we don't go by facts, we go by emotion. Oh, wait, no, we go by facts, not emotion, because you're the one being emotional. I'm wrong. I'm so confused.
You just told me that you got an emotion chip and you take it out.
This is what happens when it goes in. It just gets all upside down. So this was
much like Data.
Yeah, this was written by Rick Berman and Ronald D. Moore and was directed by David Carson, who had never directed a feature up until this point, but had directed various episodes of TNG.
He had, yes.
7th Star Trek film. First TNG film, yes?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Made to transition between original Star Trek actors and the TNG crew in the film world.
Mm-hmm.
Leonard Nimoy turned down the directing duties.
Yeah, and he also turned down a role in it as well, didn't he?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, it's pretty obvious at the start that it's meant to be Kirk, Spock, and McCoy on that bridge.
Oh, you think so?
Well, most of the lines are pretty much written for them, aren't they? I mean, you rewatch it and listen to the Scotty and Chekhov's lines. You can hear those actors speaking those lines.
Oh, there is that point where Chekhov goes, fascinating. Does not.
Yeah, it was definitely meant to be Kirk, Spock, and McCoy. And Leonard Nimoy felt that there was nothing to be served by having Spock in this movie. And I think DeForest Kelley kind of felt the same way, but also his health wasn't too great at that point, so he couldn't do it either. And I think it was something to do with insurance as well. Okay.
John A. Alonso is the director of photography. He had previously done Chinatown and Scarface.
That's some pedigree there.
It is. Bit of an odd choice for a Star Trek science fiction film.
Well, I mean, it works. I mean, it is very nicely shot, this movie.
We'll talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
The effects staff hid the set shakers until cameras were rolling to get a genuine reaction from the actors, because there had actually been a massive earthquake in LA shortly before filming.
I bet they were terrified.
Hey, you want the truth?
You're going to get it. You're going to get it.
First time a website was used to publicize a film.
Yeah, apparently the interface on the website resembled the Starship panels.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I bet that was cool back in those days.
I'm sure it was, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice bit of flash.
Were you on the internet at that point?
Oh, yes, I think I was actually. I mean, I was on the, well, it wasn't the internet, but I was on CompuNet with my Commodore 64.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I remember that. I remember you doing that.
and a modem in the back. You had to.
Hmm.
All my parents were always complaining because every time they picked up the phone, it was going boo, and I was using the phone line.
Yeah, that sounds about right for you, Colin. Yeah.
Yeah,
So did you ever not did you not look at this website then at the time?
I
I
don't
feel like it would have been
remember seeing
something
it.
that.
I must have done, but I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the deleted scenes?
Yes, so there's a whole opening segment, isn't there, that wasn't used, where Kirk isn't he skydiving?
Orbital skydiving
That's
from
right, yeah.
a platform in lower Earth orbit that he would jump out of and then land. The film was supposed to begin with him doing different death-defying
Hmm.
acts because, he's supposed to be trying to face some kind of fear in his later
Yeah.
life.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Scotty and Chekhov seem to be there just to make him feel better when he does these things
Yeah, yeah.
in the deleted
I mean,
scenes.
let's be honest, if this was you, it'd just be footage of you trying to pick something up from the floor
Especially
these
these
days.
days. Yeah,
Yeah,
oh, definitely. Yes.
yeah.
You have no idea, Colin.
The ending was changed after it didn't perform well with test audiences. This had Kirk shot in the back by Sauron.
Yeah, that's on the Blu-ray as well, isn't it? Have you seen that?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have to say, I think I probably prefer the version that's in the movie.
Well, we'll get to that.
Okay.
The hardcover novelization has the original ending.
Oh, what? Him being shot in the back?
Yeah, but the paperback was rewritten to match the final film.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I bet they go for quite a bit of money, don't they?
I haven't looked, but I suppose they must do.
Because I would imagine that at least one of them, maybe whichever ending it is kind of rare.
Mm.
Mm.
Depends how many hardcovers they published, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Yeah.
This year is the 30th anniversary of this film and has been commemorated with a new sequence made by Otoy.
Yeah, we've both seen this, right?
Yeah.
How did you feel watching it? Did you have a little tear in your eye?
I had my emotion chip out, so no, there was no reaction whatsoever. However, it is the best bit of Star Trek written in the last 10 years.
So at least since 2009, even further, I think. It and there's no dialogue apart from a little line that they've taken from Star Trek 3, is it, or Star Trek 4? Yeah, Star Trek 3 or
I think
2.
I read that he re-recorded that.
Did he?
I think so, yeah.
Oh wow!
I'm sure I read that.
But that is the only piece of dialogue. No one speaks in the whole segment, and without dialogue, it still felt like something that it felt like Star Trek, didn't it?
Yeah.
It felt like
Yeah.
the way Star Trek's supposed to be, about people rather than about, oh look, there's another action sequence, something else is blowing up.
Yeah.
Mm.
I do wish Otoy would do more with this technology.
They've got to be building up to something, don't you think?
You would hope so. I also wish they'd change the name.
It is a weird name. I'm sure it means something to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hopefully, I mean, they could actually do an episode of original Star Trek at this point.
They could. Although having said that, I have to say that this current one, this Kirk one, I thought the weakest image that they recreated was the young Kirk.
Oh, in his original uniform?
Yeah, it still looked a little bit shiny and plasticky.
All right. I
Didn't
thought for
convince
me
me.
that the worst part was the side-on view of Kirk.
Oh,
It
when
didn't-
he suddenly looked like he was about 20 years younger than he is in Star Trek Generations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that as well.
Yeah.
The side-on view when he's walking as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's as full figured in this movie as he is in this recreation, is he?
Oh, William Shatner was the executive producer of this recreation.
Oh, maybe he felt that was authentic at the time. I don't know. But,
No. Maybe he was like, oh no, I was slimmer back then. Lose a few pounds.
Yeah, maybe. No, he's
Yeah.
Shatner. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sulu was meant to be at the helm of the Enterprise B in this movie, but obviously a certain actor felt that it would be a step down for his character, and he declined the role.
Yeah, because in the films he'd been promoted at that point, right?
And he'd been fighting for that for years, hadn't he?
Yeah.
And he just didn't want to. Yeah, he holds on to that captaincy even now, doesn't he?
Well, wouldn't you?
It's not real though, is it? He's not really a Starship captain, but all right.
You think you're a manager?
This is true. Hey, and until someone tells me different, I am.
No one would tell you different. They're too scared.
I'm a pussycat. So, have you ever read the quote-unquote sequel novel that Shatner wrote for this movie called The Return?
Oh, I have not.
So, apparently it serves as a sequel, and can you guess what it's about?
Oh, it's about Kirk.
Really? Well, it's called The Return.
So he comes back to life.
Basically, I think Romulans bring him back, and they engineer him so that he feels that the Federation are the bad guys. So they have him as a captain on one of their ships. Kirk, basically have Kirk and turn him into a weapon for them,
Right.
Yeah. I've read it a long time ago.
Is it good?
When you say Shatner wrote it, it's with lots of swishy quotation marks,
It's like those quotation marks you use around the Tech War novels.
Exactly like those Tech War novels, yeah. I mean, it's okay. It's all right. I mean,
Right.
You can see why a studio would look at it and go, yeah, we won't make that, Because I think he was trying to get it made as a sequel at one point.
Right.
But
fair enough.
did you know that Marina Sirtis actually burned her bottom during the crash sequence in this movie?
I mean, there's so many reactions I could do to that are very inappropriate, so I won't.
That was why I brought it out, just to see what you would say. Yeah, she apparently there was fire on one of the seats when she sat down and burned her bottom.
Oh. Well, she needs a nice little
Go
ointment applied to it. Cut that out.
Oh, that's staying in.
No, I don't want the idea of me applying ointment to Marina Sirtis' bottom to be out in the open.
In the open? Yeah.
Yes. Well, we prefer to do it behind closed doors, obviously.
Obviously.
We're not perverts.
Says who?
Says her.
Says her, yeah. Malcolm McDowell has gone on record as never having seen a single episode or movie of Star Trek, and he literally did this for the paycheck.
Do you believe it when actors say something like that?
I believe it when Malcolm McDowell says it.
But you've grown up in the 60s and 70s. Like, even accidentally, you must have seen something to do with Star Trek.
Maybe he's never seen a full episode, but yeah, I can see what you mean. I mean, Star Trek was everywhere, wasn't it?
And the thing I don't understand that with actors. In fact, yeah, actually, I'm going to say that annoys me. If you're an actor and you get a job in a franchise, it's kind of common courtesy. Maybe you should take a look a bit at the franchise to see what it's about.
Yeah, so you're saying it's a little bit arrogant.
I think so, don't you?
I'm stepping down to your level for this.
I suppose you could say, oh, it's method because Soren wouldn't know about the Star Trek
This is
universe
true.
because he lives in it. But
yeah,
I don't know. It just feels like you probably should.
Yeah.
Respect the audience a little bit.
I think I agree with you, actually. Yeah. Although he's also mentioned in interviews that one of the things he didn't do on this movie was take any shit from Shatner. And that was really hard to say as well.
Shit from Shatner?
Shit from Shatner, yeah.
That'd be a great game show.
I can't imagine Malcolm McDowell putting up with Shatner's proclivities, can you?
No, not really. No.
Many of the uniforms you've probably noticed in this were borrowed from DS9. It's kind of a mishmash of TNG uniforms and DS9 uniforms. It's the first time we see them in the movie.
Yes.
So this was because there were newly designed uniforms for this movie. I think they've got like the pips on like the shoulder, and they've got cuffs that have got like old style rank insignias on them. You know, like from the original series.
Right.
But at the last minute, apparently, I think it was Rick Berman didn't like them, and they ditched them. So they scrambled around for uniforms from anywhere, which is why Riker's uniform doesn't quite fit him very well, because he always has his sleeves rolled up, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
However, you can actually see the uniforms that they didn't use because there were toys that had already gone into production with the new uniforms on the action figures, and they were released. And you can pick them up on eBay, you know, so you can see what the actual new uniforms would have looked like.
And do you like this uniform?
Well, I mean, it looks like a Star Trek uniform. I mean, they changed it so little that you kind of wonder why bother in the first place. It is literally a case of like having a little gold trim here and there, and the pips are in a different place. That's all it is. They look a bit more like
Right.
they look a little bit like the uniforms from like the Wrath of Khan era. You know, they've got that kind of militaristic look to them, which maybe was what turned Rick Berman off them, I guess.
It is quite ridiculous how often Starfleet changes their uniforms.
Well, yeah, I mean the motion picture ones. If you look at the chronology of the movies, those uniforms only existed for about a year, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, actual military. I mean, other than changing the uniforms to move with the technology, so, you know, red coats to camouflage, that kind of thing. They don't change that often, especially dress uniforms.
Yeah.
Still the same, but Starfleet,
There's
hey,
a great little in canon. Well, it's not. I suppose it's not canon. It depends whether you look at Star Trek continues as canon or not. But there's a great little explanation in, I think it's the last episode of Star Trek Continues, where Kirk walks out wearing his Admiral uniform from the motion picture, and I think McCoy says, "What the hell are you wearing?" And he says, "Oh, this is just one of the new designs that Starfleet are playing with at the moment."
I think someone's on a backhander, definitely. There's a Starfleet uniform designer who's just got this luxury penthouse, living the life.
Just rattling them off.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh, I think we need a new one.
Yeah, could be. They did, even in like the later TV era, they were always changing as well, weren't they?
I think they pretty much changed in TNG, yeah, because they went from the spandex to that second uniform, and then they even changed again with that because Picard was wearing that jacket.
That cool suede leather jacket that he used to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a guy online that makes those. If you want one.
Oh, do I want one?
You do though, don't you?
Where am I going to wear it?
Oh, come on. I remember at the time you loved that jacket. You wanted one.
Well, there's a difference between wanting one and actually buying one and wearing it.
I'd wear it.
Yeah, but I've seen what you wear.
I'd wear a motion picture uniform. Can you imagine that? That tight onesie.
I'm trying not to.
With the codpiece at the front. That'd be great. I could rock that.
Why do you like a codpiece?
Who doesn't like a codpiece?
Anyone who has to look at your codpiece.
Well, I mean, I'd get a bigger one, obviously. I'd need one. I need a big one, obviously.
Why?
Why wouldn't you? If you're going to have a codpiece, you'd go big, wouldn't you?
I mean, obviously that did happen in history where codpieces got bigger.
It depends. If you watch Blackadder, then they did.
Funny enough, I don't think Blackadder is historically accurate.
Is it not? Blackadder's not a documentary about the Tudor era, no?
Don't think it is, no.
That's another thing you've ruined for me.
Sorry.
A few days before shooting started, the captain's chair was stolen, and a new one had to be made using the frame of an old season 1 chair, and then they built around it.
How do you steal a chair from a studio?
How'd you get it out? You can't shove it up your jumper, can you?
No. How does that happen?
It's very strange. Did you hear about some of the different ideas that they had for this movie before they settled on what they actually did? one of the main ones was that they were desperately trying to find a reason to face the two crews off against each other.
Picard against Kirk. Yeah.
But they just couldn't think of a logical reason for it to happen.
Yeah. I mean, couldn't you just have one come from the mirror universe?
Yeah, but I think they wanted it to be the real Kirk and the real Picard, didn't they?
I suppose so, yeah.
One of the drafts, though, apparently had Kirk taking command of the battle bridge on the Enterprise D, and then that was where he was originally going to die, facing off against the Klingons.
I'm not going to have an opinion on that because it will give away my opinion of the end.
Yeah, okay, we'll talk about that then. I've got an opinion about that as well.
All right, so let's leap into the beyond.
Jump into the Nexus.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
In space, there is no beginning and no end. But in one uncharted corner of our galaxy is a corridor to another world. A nexus where time and space collide. Past and future connect. And two generations will meet to join forces in a battle to save the universe.
I take it the odds are against us and the situation is grim.
You could say that.
Sounds like fun.
Warp 1, engage!
Let's go!
Target their bridge! Full disruptors!
Make it quick!
Star Trek Generations.
It's 2293. We open with a launch of a new starship, the Enterprise B. Captain Kirk, Scotty and Chekhov are there. What do you think of the Enterprise B?
Well, it's just a refitted Excelsior, isn't it?
That says it all, really. Is that your opinion? You just don't care about it? It's just an Excelsior with...
It serves a purpose in this movie, and that's it, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
That CGI bottle does not hold up, by the way.
It doesn't look great, does it?
Wouldn't the liquid in it just freeze in space, anyway?
Well, you don't know what the liquid is. It doesn't have to be wine. It could be a special liquid made for space.
All right, I think you're pushing it a bit there, but okay.
Why am I pushing it? You don't know different liquids.
So they got a wine. They got some wine, poured it out, got a special liquid.
No, Paul. You don't have to do that. Maybe they have bottles that are just for launching ships.
All right. Okay, I'll go with that then. Okay.
If this is a thing they do for every launch of a new ship as tradition, then you're going to make a special bottle for it. You don't go to Tesco's, grab
bottle of
Chuck's
Lambrini.
book. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Okay. It's nice to see the old motion picture style space dock in this as well.
It is,
I haven't seen one of those in a while.
No, not since. The motion picture part.
Yes.
Clue was in your first sentence.
So, people still consume the news the same way in the 23rd century.
Well, this is the thing about every science fiction. The internet never happened.
That is true, isn't it? Yeah, that is very true.
Yeah. So, they still consume the news. Maybe we stopped and then went back to it when we realised everything else was bollocks.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, definitely. This captain of the Enterprise B as well, John, is it Harriman?
Harriman, yes, Harriman.
He same actor again appears in a pretty good fan-made movie called Gods and Monsters, I think it's called. And he plays the same character, and it also features quite a few classic Trek actors in it as well. If you haven't seen it, you should take a look at it. It's on YouTube.
Oh, okay, I will do. So we're getting to meet Sulu's daughter, Damara Sulu, who is the Helm officer. Apparently, Nepo babies are still a thing in the 23rd century.
I was just surprised that Kirk doesn't start hitting on her. Because It is Kirk, you know.
That's true, yeah. But Kirk, instead, he clearly wants to have a sit in the captain's chair.
He keeps looking at it longingly, doesn't he?
Maybe it's because he just wants a comfy sit down.
Well, you know, he did point out in Star Trek V that the modern captain's chairs weren't as comfy as his original chair.
That's true. You'd have a big armchair,
Oh,
wouldn't
absolutely.
you? Big stuffed armchair.
Yeah. Cup holders.
Yeah, like the one the dad in Frasier has.
Definitely. Somewhere to put your beer.
All the bridge crew are going like, what the hell is that? It'd just be a big like settee, a sofa, and then a wine bar on the right.
Perfect bridge. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think when you visit your old workplace in 20 years' time, you'd want to be back in the saddle?
I don't want to be in the saddle now, Colin.
I know, because probably not, because you know what you've done to that seat.
I've got cleaners. It's fine.
There's only so much a cleaner can do. They haven't got high energy proton.
I was going to say, have they not got
blasters
like the guy in Star Trek 2 who's sweeping the floor?
hoovering? Yes, hoovering. Yeah. So Kirk is sort of forced to say, "Take us out," and the ship is just going to Pluto and back, right? It's just a test run.
I did like the way that they make fun of him, but when he says "take us out," and doesn't Scotty say, "Oh, it brought a tear to my eye," that did.
Yeah, because it's not like. Do you think that's also because of Picard's like catchphrase, "Make it so" and all that stuff?
Could be.
Maybe.
But again, I can hear those lines spoken by Spock and McCoy.
You could hear Spock saying, Spock wouldn't say brought a tear to my eye.
No.
But he would make a comment about it.
Spock would say the line, "Well done," in a very sarcastic Vulcan way. And then
McCoy would say,
brought a tear to my eye.
Yeah, yes, definitely. A distress call is received from the SS Lacoule, and they cannot escape from a gravimetric distortion. You know, I hate when that happens. The last time I had a gravimetric distortion, my knob fell off. And you know what? I was glad about it.
Here we go. We found the level. This is where we are.
Just below the waist.
Yes, strap in. So how did Harriman get the job as the captain of the Federation flagship? Because he's clearly not very good, is he?
Well, you don't know. Maybe he's just the captain for that Pluto run and back.
He's the standing guy, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Maybe the real captain hadn't been delivered yet.
Yeah, well, most things don't seem to have been delivered. It's all Tuesday, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, that's Amazon Prime for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This bridge is interesting now. We've got Tim Ross is there from Voyager.
Yes.
And we've also got Jeanette Goldstein, who played Vasquez in Aliens.
Oh, all right. I didn't realise that.
Yeah, and apparently she was actually in the running to play Tasha Yar at one point.
Oh, she would have been a great Tasha
Yeah,
Yar.
you can really see it, can't you? Yeah.
Yes. In fact, if she had been Tasha Yar, I reckon there would have been more for her to do than I reckon Worf would have suffered because of that.
Yeah, because she's a very strong actress, isn't she? And
she would have out-Worfed Worf if they went for the aliens.
Yeah, definitely.
Stereotype of her role.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a missed opportunity because she gets like 2 lines in this movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the Enterprise is the only ship in range.
That's always a chestnut, isn't it? It's always the only ship in the quadrant, or...
I'm beginning to think Starfleet don't have as many ships as they pretend to. You know, like in World War II, when you had like, you would be like, oh, the 10th Squadron or the 8th Brigade. There weren't really 8 of them.
Yeah.
They made like some of them up to fool the Germans into thinking, oh my God, there's 8 squadrons coming towards us, or 8 platoons or whatever. They weren't really. So I reckon some of these ships are like, yeah, the USS Billywhack. Yeah, put that down.
And they're like, which ship? And he can't remember what he said.
Yeah, the USS.
Looking around the room, trying to Kaiser Soze ship names from it.
yeah. The USS Pinboard.
USS Coffee Mug. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Don't mess with her.
Yeah.
She's a tough ship.
No. It's very hot.
Yeah, she can run rings around you.
She can, yes. Yeah. Very frothy.
Are we doing this?
No. I mean, that didn't even work. But Captain Harriman, he doesn't really want to help because he doesn't feel that the Enterprise is ready. Now, you say he's unprepared, but he's quite correct in his opinion that the Enterprise is unready. Half of it is missing.
That's interesting, actually. I hadn't thought of it that way. So you're saying that it's not the fact that he's kind of a little bit unsure of himself and cowardly. It's the fact that he knows the limitations of this new ship.
Yes, because most of the stuff is in the Postal Service.
Yeah. Okay, that's an interesting idea. I never thought of it in quite that way before.
Yeah. Kirk comes up with using a tractor beam by getting close to the SS Lacoul, but that's, it's dangerous. But the transporter beam, not been installed yet.
No. I did like how Kirk has the respect to wait to be asked.
Yeah, I think he respects the position of the captain, no matter who it is.
Yeah, because he's kind of just milling around, isn't he? Like, trying to look inconspicuous.
Yeah. So Harriman realizes this is all going wrong. He's out of his depth, and I think he also realizes that he can blame the old guy if everything goes wrong. No, it wasn't my fault. I handed it over to Captain Kirk.
Wait a minute, that sounds familiar to me. I'm sure that's happened to me at work.
That's it?
Yeah.
Or have you done it to other people?
I may well have done it. Yeah. I'll cut this out.
Well, yeah.
But this is why Kirk will always be my favourite captain, because what he suggests is really dangerous, but he just knows, like, let's just get it done, and to hell with the consequences.
Right, yeah. So he comes up with a plan, and they beam out the stranded ship's occupants, even though they are oddly phasing out of the space-time continuum.
We get the infamous 47 mentioned, don't we? That seems to be a Star Trek thing.
Would you like to explain to our listeners why that's infamous?
Well, they say that they managed to beam out 47 before the ship exploded. And 47 is a number that gets mentioned in so many Star Trek episodes in various sort of, ways. But I think it's kind of an in-joke that they keep going.
Nice. And then the Enterprise gets trapped in the same distortion. We see Guinan as one of the people rescued, and a very upset Dr. Soren.
With a nasty gash.
It's kind of annoying because I've got a fair bit of gash joke later on in this episode, Paul.
We could do both. Oh, come on.
Can't we? Two gashes, one episode?
Yeah, we can have more than one gash.
Okay. Scotty wants to fire a torpedo, but they, again, haven't been installed. They come up with a plan to adjust the deflector dish. Harriman agrees to go, make the necessary adjustments, but Kirk takes his place.
Yeah, and that's another line that's a Spock thing, isn't it? When he says, but I do have a theory, and Kirk says, I thought you might.
Yes,
that's a Kirk
right.
Spock moment there. Right there, that is.
Yeah. Well, seeing all these now. Kirk makes the changes, and the deflector dish is activated, but the distortion rips through the place Kirk is standing, and now he's gone, and all that is left is a giant gash.
Hey, there we go. 2 gashes for the price of 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing you get this for not paying anything for this podcast.
No, there was a work.
You people who don't do our Patreon. We're now in 2371. Captain Picard and the crew are on the holodeck, cosplaying as 19th century sailors. Do you think they want to be there, or do they feel obliged to take part because the captain insists? Because obviously this is a day off. So if you were a day off and your boss went, hey, do you want to go pretending you're a pirate? You'd be like, no, I've got stuff to do.
So what you're saying, this is a 24th century team building exercise.
It seems like it, right?
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. I would find an excuse.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't. I've got scurvy.
In the 24th century, how do you get scurvy? Oh
well. Pirate ship.
Yeah. Long story. Yeah,
long story. Yeah. I'm
taking it seriously. I'm living the cosplay. Method. Exactly. I do like that we really get a sense now that the TNG crew of that complete camaraderie that the original series had, which they built up to in a long time, and then they left it on that in the very last episode, didn't they? When Kirk,
It took them 7 years.
yeah, when Picard finally joins in the card game, and
Yeah.
it feels like a continuation of that, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because we get some bants.
We do.
Yeah, and Data is still desperate to understand humor. You know, Data should listen to this podcast because that'll put him off trying to understand humor forever. Picard gets a message that he doesn't tell anybody else about, and then a red alert is called.
Going back to Data just for a second, it kind of feels like at times watching this movie that we've regressed back to season 1 Data in a way, because we're back to that I don't understand humanity thing, and and making jokes that aren't funny. We kind of got past that at this point in the series.
I think they felt they had to do that so that the emotion chip that he installs later makes a big difference between then and now.
Yeah, but there's a lot of that kind of writing in this movie, isn't there? Where we regress back to certain things just to facilitate the things that we're trying to do in this.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a really massive plot hole if you want to get really nerdy about it, in the fact that
I'm sure you do.
Scotty has already appeared in a TNG episode at this point, and there's a line in that when he thinks originally that it's the old Enterprise that's come to rescue him, and he says, "Oh, Kirk probably got the old ship out of mothballs just to come and get me." Why would he say that when he was there when Kirk died?
That's because it hadn't been written at that point.
Yeah, it hadn't been written. Let's say Scott. Let's say that the transporter accident thing that he was caught in, and his memory had degraded slightly in the pattern buffer.
Let's say that.
Let's say that, yes.
Let's go with that. They arrive at a space station that has casualties.
This is apparently a redressed bridge set from the Undiscovered Country.
Oh. I mean, you have to tip your hat to the production crew on Star Trek. They really knew how to make use of sets.
Yeah, without spending... I mean, these movies, relatively speaking, weren't expensive.
No. And why have they lost that now, that ability? Because they seem to have.
They feel like they have to compete with Marvel and things like that, don't they?
They really don't.
No, they don't.
I mean, they shouldn't either, because the audience isn't as big.
No. Tailor your Trek movie to your Trek audience, and you'll get better returns.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Spend less, make more.
Exactly. The Harve Bennett method. That's what they need.
Yeah. Riker, Worf, and Dr. Crusher beam over, but not until after Picard shouts, "Just do it, Riker." That's how you talk to your colleagues, right?
Colleagues. All right. You can use that word if you like.
Oh, slaves.
Underlings.
Underlings. Oh.
Hey, some of them listen to this. This is going to go down well, isn't it?
No. Amongst the wreckage, they find Dr. Soren. Ooh, how is he there? And Worf finds a Romulan. And Dr. Soren, he's really insistent about chatting with Picard. Now, I like the foreboding music and the lighting in this part.
Which part?
This section of them where they're looking through the space station.
Oh, yeah. It's very well shot and lit. Yeah.
Which part? Are you even awake at this part?
Oh, no. I wasn't sure if you'd moved on a little bit. But yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's very naturalistic, which is unusual for Star Trek, especially TNG, which was always TV bright lights.
Yeah, and it also probably hides a multitude of things that you don't want them to see, so that you can't actually see that it is the old bridge set from Undiscovered Country.
Using delicate lighting to hide a multitude of things is your favourite way of living.
I want that on my gravestone.
Was it very long? I'm not paying for a per letter.
Oh, you're paying for it, are you? So you are paying for it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hang on.
Hell, I'm curving it.
No, I'm worried. I'm standing next to you. I'm not even dead yet. What are you doing?
Shush! Pipe down. Just keep digging.
I'm digging my own grave while I'm still alive. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
How can you talk with a gag out your mouth?
That's what you're having on your gravestone.
How can you talk with a gag out your mouth?
Anyway.
No, mine's going to be dead, or is he?
If people ask me, oh yeah, he is.
Riker tells Picard that the Romulans appear to be searching for something because they think it's Romulans.
Mm-hmm. They find a
And
body,
that
don't
they tore.
They find a dead Romulan.
They do.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That would be a clue, wouldn't it? I think it's Romulans. What gives you that idea? The Romulan that's laid here. It could be Vulcan in a Romulan uniform. In fact, it could be one of us with pointy ears because we could do that.
Yeah,
now.
definitely.
They tore the observatory apart for some reason.
Looking for something, or are they?
10 forward, Data has popped in his emotion chip. Okay, at this point, how on earth would a non-Star Trek fan ever understand anything in this film?
Yeah, because this emotion chip is a deep dive, isn't it, into the show?
There's a lot of deep dives in this film. This is the worst Star Trek film for referencing other Star Trek material.
But then we did just talk about the fact cater your Star Trek movie to Star Trek fans.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. Yeah.
You can't have it both
Yeah, so-
ways, Colin. As much as you try. But...
Oh, I like it both
I
ways.
know.
How do you know?
Oh, I know. The emotion chip, by the way, resembled a tiny little disc in the original run of TNG. In this, it looks like a shredded wheat.
Yeah, well, he's copied it onto. This is the thing about preservation. You have to copy onto other materials
Oh, is that what he's done?
to preserve.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what he's done. He's made sure that it's preserved.
I always felt that Data's bits came off too easily as well. When Geordi puts that chip in, he literally just touches the top of his head and the whole thing comes off.
Yours doesn't do that?
No, not lately. No.
Oh, all right. Yeah, there is. You could just like tap him on the back and his arm
Yeah.
pulls off. You'd be like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't know that was a." Or he has an off button on his back. Anyway.
He does like the switch on the back of the old Steve Austin action figure where you can click it and his arm moves up and down.
Would you get that covered up if you were Data?
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Or at least put a big plaster over it that says "Do not touch."
Yeah, because if he accidentally backed into an umbrella.
Strange choice on a starship, but okay.
Could be on a holodeck where it's
Yeah,
raining.
you never know when there might be a hat rack laying around. You don't know.
Yeah. Data tries an alcoholic drink and loves it. Now, imagine if you hadn't got any emotions and didn't enjoy alcohol, Paul. Imagine how different your life would be. Imagine how much money you would have. Imagine, Paul. Imagine there's no whiskey.
See, you're jumping the shark now. This is too much. Too much. This is too much fiction for me. I can't deal with it. You know?
Was that too
You've
far?
gone too far. You've gone too far, Colin.
Yeah. Sorry. Meanwhile, Soren wants Picard to let him return to the station to carry on his experiments, but Picard says he can't until an investigation is complete. But Soren, he's a persuader. He wins Picard over with a nice turn of phrase.
He does.
But he also sees Guinan and reacts to her, but she doesn't see him.
So Malcolm McDowell and Patrick Stewart are great friends. They'd known each other for years. And in fact, in Patrick Stewart's book, he says that McDowell actually advised him not to take Star Trek all the years before because he felt it would fail miserably because it was one of those, we're bringing back an old TV show. And there were so many of them back then, weren't there, in the 80s?
Yes.
And McDowell said, you're better than this. This is rubbish.
Isn't there that story that Patrick Stewart was doing a performance and afterwards it was a royal performance and Prince Charles was there and Prince Charles was shaking hands and he got to Patrick Stewart and he said, why don't you stop this Star Trek nonsense?
Yeah, that is another story, yeah.
There's something like that, yeah.
I kind of always felt like that. Don't you feel that Patrick Stewart went through a phase like that himself, though? I remember him being on a chat show and getting quite shirty with the interviewer when he just wanted to talk about Star Trek all the time. And I think he actually said, I have done other things.
I think he did, and then he discovered weed.
And now he's happy. There you go.
Yeah, and now it's all good. So they've also been analysing a Romulan tricorder that they found. So the Romulans were looking for trilithium, which is capable of destroying a star. But why did the Romulans attack an observatory? Data and LaForge visit the station. Data keeps making jokes. They find a hidden lab that shows an essence of trilithium. Now that's the name of the cologne you use. Essence of trilithium. Destroys more than stars, I could tell you. Kills planets, pulverizes Uranus.
I splash it all over.
You swim in it.
I do.
You gargle with it. And you even throw it on your head to grow your hair.
It's not working.
No.
No. I'm taking it back. This Mr. Tricorder bit.
Yeah.
Feels like another thing you would do in this situation as well.
What? What?
It
feels like another. Where was the previous situation? But
you that whole bit that you did at the start of the episode. Yeah, there's a lot of you in Data.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah. And not in a good way.
That's worrying.
Not in a good way.
Thanks very much. Okay. I don't know. I don't know whether to be offended or not.
Well, I mean, I'm comparing you to an android who can calculate billions and billions and billions of things in about a second. So you could take it like that if you wanted to.
Ah,
I mean,
winning me over.
I mean, that's not the way I meant it, Colin. But I mean, you could take it like that if you so prefer.
I'm gonna take it like that. I'm gonna ignore the
take
rest.
It like that.
So Soren knocks LaForge out. Data, now under the control of the emotion chip, is filled with fear and then fills his boots.
That tickles me. I don't know why, but all right.
On the Enterprise, Troy and Picard are talking, and he reveals that his brother and nephew have been killed in a fire.
Patrick Stewart's crying in this scene just feels real, doesn't it? It feels like the way a real person gets upset and cries. It doesn't feel stagey at all.
Yeah. Sorry.
Give
me a second.
Oh, here we go. Not a tear in those eyes. You're laughing, aren't you? You crying or laughing? It looks like you're laughing to me.
Yeah.
You're doing the Brad Pitt thing of squinting really hard and then making sure that you're covering your face.
Just throw water in my eyes.
It's a shame that when he's looking through the photo album that they didn't use pictures of the actors from the episode where these characters were in.
Yeah.
Maybe they just didn't want to pay the actors.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
But it's effective, I think, because we rarely ever see Picard drop his walls like this, do we?
What's the other episode that he cried in? Oh, he cried in
Family.
the...
That's the episode where he goes back and sees his family.
Yeah, but didn't he also cry in the one with the Sarek two-parter?
But that was because of the mind.
Because he's feeling the emotion from Sarek.
Yeah. As a rule, though, he doesn't drop his walls, does he? He doesn't become emotional.
No.
That all changes once we get to Picard, though, doesn't it? The series.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Outside, a star suddenly flashes. On the bridge, they discover that the observatory has fired a probe into the sun and collapsed it as a massive shock wave that will destroy everything in the solar system. Picard orders Riker and Worf to go get Data and Geordi. So, apparently this shockwave will destroy the observatory in 4 minutes, and when Picard tells Riker and Worf to go get them, they just casually walk off the bridge.
They always do that in Trek, though, don't they? No one ever runs, unless it's Kirk. Kirk runs.
Or, why can't you just beam them from the bridge?
Yeah, because it's not like in the original series where inter-ship beaming was like a really difficult thing to do. They're beaming everybody left, right, and centre in TNG, aren't they?
Yeah. I imagine just cut to the corridor and there's Riker going, Worf, go ahead, just go, mate, go. I'll catch you up. Doesn't need two of us.
It's one of those Star Trek things where you just don't think about it, you know.
Yeah, it's true. It is because it happens all the time.
If you wanted to get really logical about it, I mean, you could probably run a starship just from Picard's chair. In reality, you know, you wouldn't need nearly 1,000 people on it to deal with it.
No, you're thinking about work again, aren't you?
I am.
So Riker and Worf find Geordi and Data being held prisoner. Data can't rescue him because he is now gripped with fear, and Soren beams off the observatory with LaForge. And he wants to extract information from Geordi about trilithium. So, because we can't have a Star Trek movie without Klingons, we now encounter the Duras sisters, again from TNG.
And they're flying to save money. A bird of prey, which suspiciously looks like every other bird of prey that we've seen so far. Yeah.
Soren is with them. He's made a deal with them. They set a course for the Viridian system, and LaForge has been taken prisoner.
One of the background Klingons in this, just as a little side, is played by Brian Thompson, who also played a Klingon in... You remember that? Is it season 2, the one where Riker goes to be a first officer on a Klingon ship? They do like an exchange, don't they?
I want to say it's Matter of Honor, but I might be
Possibly.
wrong with that title.
And Brian Thompson is probably best known as the killer in Cobra, among many, 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 many other things.
Oh, nice. Dr. Crusher. Yeah, you remember Dr. Crusher? Yeah, she's in TNG.
She's glammed up a bit in this, though, isn't she? She's been down the salon and had her hair done.
As it's her only scene, she might as well.
She might as well, yeah.
She finds out some backstory of Dr. Soren, that he was a survivor, that the Enterprise B rescued in the distortion, and that Guinan was also there. So obviously Picard goes to Guinan for more information, and she tells him about the Nexus, an energy ribbon that takes you to a place of pure bliss where time has no meaning. Paul, what would your place of pure bliss be other than being here right now looking at me?
Ooh, that's difficult because obviously that is the main one, of course. Christmas morning, 1983.
Wow, that's a serious answer. Why 1983 specifically?
Because I think that was the year when I got a Millennium Falcon. I also got a Star Destroyer. I think I got the Mego Batman and Robin, and I think I also got
Well, you were spoiled.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
I was only child, mate. You know.
Wow.
I'm not even making that up either. That is true.
That is a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm. I don't even think that was all of it either. It's just the bits that I really remember.
It's a shame that it's all downhill from 1983.
It really is. It really is. Yeah. But that is the truthful answer there. What would yours be?
Well, I couldn't say, but mine's probably illegal in most civilized countries. But it does involve a saucepan of Swarfiga.
Have you thought long and hard about that answer? Like properly long and hard, like really hard, Colin.
Really?
You know?
No.
Right.
Wasn't expecting a deep, meaningful reply from you.
I answered honestly.
You did.
Honestly, it was the first thing that popped into my head when you said it. I could relive that Christmas morning over and over again. I'd be very happy.
Just that one.
Yeah. Get on all that. You don't need any more, do you?
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Throw in a Beano annual. Bob's your uncle.
Oh, now you're adding stuff. Was there a Beano annual that?
I usually got a Beano
was there a Beano annual that year?
Yeah, I usually got one every Christmas. I'm sure you did as well.
Not always Beano. I got an annual of some sorts.
Yeah.
It's
probably
Wizard
where my
chips.
My addiction started back then. You know.
Probably, yeah.
This Nexus thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Borders less on science and more towards magic, doesn't it? But yet, we can take this, but we can't take fucking time crystals.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah.
I wonder why. Why is that?
Does it no? I think because it's because the energy ribbon is alien, but the time crystals were Klingon. We've already established who the Klingons are.
Because I was going to say Klingons are aliens, but I get
Yeah,
what
but
you're
we've
saying.
already established who they are and what they do.
Mhm.
They're not people to suddenly have time crystals for no reason whatsoever, or to have hidden these time crystals all this time.
That have never been mentioned before.
No,
Yeah.
there's no way.
The whole mysticism thing that they've brought into Klingons now. I mean, I get that they were very tribalistic and they had these ceremonies that they did, but it still never felt like it was mysticism on the level that they do now.
No, it was just a ritual and a tribal
Mm-hmm.
attitude, which always annoyed me because their idea of honor and stuff always seemed to change depending on what the episode required.
Yeah, because sometimes they would be honourable and other times they'd stab you in the back in a second.
Yeah, but then it'd be honourable to stab you in the back for some reason.
Yeah, they could twist it round. We'd be good at that. We'd
Yeah.
be good Klingons.
But yeah, we would.
Yeah,
we
we
would
would.
be perfectly because you've even got the head for one.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it just occurred to me that we can take this. We don't seem to have a problem with it.
Just because it's alien, there's no explanation for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
It's science. We just don't understand it. And as it said in the past, unknown science seems like magic.
Exactly.
Yeah. Guinan thinks Soren is now a dangerous threat, obsessed with getting back into the Nexus.
Mm-hmm.
In the stellar cartography room, Picard and Data figure out the direction of everything that will be affected by the destruction of the Amargosa star. So, this stellar cartography room, I like how it looks, but isn't it a waste of space to build something so big to look at a map?
It is, but I mean, I get that it's a great way to do an exposition-heavy scene and make it visually interesting, which is...
Yeah, but Paul, holodeck?
They could have... Yeah, that's true. They could have just recreated this in the holodeck, couldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, and all it would have taken to fix that is to just say they're in the holodeck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. And it's a room that we never see again as well, just to say.
No.
Mm-hmm. And they've never used it in the series either. So
Complete waste of money.
yeah, because whenever they've looked at like star charts in the show, they've just looked at it on the screen in the the ready room or on the bridge.
Why build a giant room?
Yeah, it's true. Yes, I agree with you completely. Yeah, but it looks good.
And yeah. Do you not think though it looks like the X-Men with
Cerebro.
Xavier? His room.
It
He's got
does.
that platform and everything.
It does look like that. Yeah, absolutely. I haven't thought of that before, but yeah, definitely. Maybe that's why.
Maybe there's a crossover.
There's a crossover. Maybe Picard's got some kind of distant relative to Professor X. Forgot his name then. That's bad, isn't it?
Yeah. No, that's fine. So Data reveals that he feels guilty about not saving Geordi and wants to be deactivated, but Picard disagrees.
So, do you feel that this is the start of Picard becoming close to Data in a way that it's almost kind of like Kirk and Spockish, which is what we get in the next few movies? Whereas, in the TV show, it was always Geordie's place, wasn't it? And then it gets really ramp it up in like the show that we're not going to talk about.
Yeah, you spun it in a positive way. My attitude was this is where it starts to go wrong.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree. I didn't mean to sound positive. I don't like it either. I don't like it. I mean, they're clearly trying to go for a Kirk Spock vibe, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah. And it doesn't work because they're not Kirk Spock.
No, definitely. They plot the direction of the energy ribbon and discover that the destruction of the sun has changed its course. It's now heading for a planet in the Viridian system. So that's where they have to go.
Mm-hmm.
On the Klingon ship, Soren has all the information he needs from Geordi and can tell the Duras sisters how to use trilithium to create a weapon. The Enterprise appears and demands that they hand Geordi over.
I do actually think that Malcolm McDowell is a great villain in this. I love the way that he's completely nonplussed by all these Klingons, and he's just shoving them out of his way, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I'm interested that you think he's a great villain.
Only because I think I like him as an actor. I don't necessarily mean he's written well. I think he's played well.
All right, yeah, I'll accept that. Okay, I see your point, yeah. The Duras sisters say they will release LaForge if Picard takes his place, but for some reason, they will allow Picard to beam down to the planet to where Soren is located.
This makes no sense whatsoever.
Doesn't, no.
And they could screw him over so easily by just beaming him down for a second and then beaming him back up. Well, we've done what you asked. We beamed him down, now we beamed him back up.
Yeah, it's just nonsense at this point.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
LaForge appears on the Enterprise and collapses. Little do they know that Soren has done something to his visor.
It's interesting as well that they cut out a whole bit of when Soren was torturing him. He's supposed to have inserted nanoprobes into his heart, and they kept stopping and starting his heart, which is why we get that line later when one of the Duras sisters asks, "Did you get what you needed?" And he says, "No, his heart just wasn't in it."
Oh, so they cut that out, and then the line doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think later when Geordie's back on the Enterprise, Crusher tells him, "Oh, we've removed the nanoprobe." What nanoprobe? We never saw it.
Yeah, that's interesting. On the planet, Picard finds Soren protected by a force field. On the Enterprise, Data apologizes to Geordie for not rescuing him, but LaForge he's okay with it, as Data is just acting more human. Now, meanwhile, the Duras sisters can see from Geordie's viewpoint through his visor. I mean, it's a good job he doesn't go for a pee, isn't it?
It's like you leaving your earbuds in when you...
Yeah. La, 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 la. Hey, little guy. Flow free. Oh, am I still on?
If it was me, it would be, oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh, the burning.
Yeah.
The burning. It's like the Wicker Man.
Yeah, it's like the Wicker Man. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What accent was that you suddenly lurched into?
Well, it was meant to be Welsh, but it sounded like something from... what was that show? You know, the 70s one that we can't speak of anymore, where he's teaching lots of stereotypical...
Please, sir.
Please, sir. It sounded like something from that, didn't it?
It did. I was worried for a second.
No, it was meant to be Welsh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is that all right?
Why Welsh?
Because he's Welsh, isn't he? In it.
Is he?
In the Wicker Man.
Just because the Wicker Man's set in the Scottish Islands.
Yeah, but I always thought that he was supposed to be Welsh.
I don't think he was. Was he Welsh? I can't remember now. I mean, it's set in the islands of Scotland. I just thought he was. I mean, surely you would send a police officer from the south of England. No, why would he go from the south of England? It's not in France. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's start again.
Movie's unraveling. Maybe he was meant to be Scottish, but maybe Edward Woodward couldn't do a Scottish accent very well.
Edward Woodward's a god. How dare you?
Oh, I agree with you, yes. But maybe his Scottish came off as Welsh.
What I was saying was he was supposed to be Scottish because he was from the mainland of Scotland heading up to the islands.
I think you might be right.
Yeah. So when Geordie goes to engineer it, the sisters see the shield modulation handily written on a screen. This seems to be a bit of a security risk.
This always struck me as absolutely fucking stupid. It's saying big letters on the thing. Like, all right, they're on their own ship. I get it.
Yeah.
But you still have to maintain a certain level of... I mean, not everybody on that ship should know what the shield modulations are.
No, there's no need for the cleaner to know what the shield modulation code is.
Exactly. Yeah, it makes no sense. We're racking them up with this, aren't we?
What?
The stuff that doesn't make any sense.
Well, yeah, the guy polishing just accidentally knocks a number off. Well, that said 6 before, now it's a 7. How did these things work, these screens? Maybe no one will need it.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
It'll be all right. And why is it there? Who's going to forget? And why do you need it there? Why do you need to constantly be reminded of what the number of the force field is?
Exactly, yeah. It's so stupid.
Back on the planet, Picard finds a space, or a gap between the rocks in the force field around Soren. So the Duras sisters open fire on the Enterprise, and the torpedoes pass through the shields. Now they've got the modulation code. The Enterprise takes a hammering, and the crew come up with a way of retaliating against the bird of prey. Worf, he says that it's a D-12 bird of prey that has a defective plasma coil. These coils are part of the cloaking device. An ionic pulse could decloak the ship. The Enterprise is hit again, but they manage to decloak the Klingon ship and fire a torpedo, destroying it.
This sequence always felt, the solution for it felt a little bit like the end of Undiscovered Country for me, where they modify a torpedo to home in on the exhaust of the ship, and they even use the same shot of the bird of prey exploding from Undiscovered Country in this movie.
Right. I think it's better in Undiscovered Country.
What, the solution?
The way it's played out and has them like actually physically altering the torpedoes and all that stuff, rather than just going, oh, these D-12s, the shit.
Yeah, pretty much that's what they say. But again, though, it is a perfect example of Star Trek reusing stuff. Even at this point, they're reusing like shots from literally the previous movie.
Yes. Yeah. Why are the Duras sisters flying an old D-12?
Aren't they supposed to be exiled or something at this point?
Oh, is that why? They just went to the place and this guy's like, yeah, I got this D-12. It's on a few miles. I grant you that. But it's a good shape. It's definitely space worthy. Yeah. Cloaking device. Woo! It's got a great cloaking device. And it pulses. No problem. Tell you, I'll do it. Old lady drove it back and forth to the moons of regular. Yeah. But I tell you what, moons of regular, but she didn't do it regular. See? Yeah, it's cheap. Going twice. You want it? Yeah.
I think you missed your calling.
You think I should have been a Klingon bird of prey salesman?
I'd have bought it off you. No questions asked. But then again, you know, I'm not the best judge of...
Nope, you did drive a pimpmobile.
No. See, I was
a
colorblind.
Purple car.
I was colorblind. I didn't know it was purple. Looked blue to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sticking to that.
Yep. Back on the planet, Picard finds a space and the gaps in the rocks for the force field around Soren.
Mm-hmm.
On the Enterprise, Geordi reports that the ship has a coolant leak and that there's going to be a warp core breach in 5 minutes. It's always a warp core breach. You'd think they would have fixed that by now.
Yeah, I mean, why can't you just put a force field around it?
Yeah, you think that'd be an easy solution.
Mm.
So they evacuate everybody to the saucer section. The ship separates, but the core breach creates a shockwave. There's a lot of shockwaves in this film.
A lot of shockwaves, yes.
Yeah. It hits the saucer section, sending it through the atmosphere of Viridian 2. They're going to crash.
This crash sequence holds up, doesn't it? It's the best sequence in the movie for me.
It's pretty darn good.
And it's all practical effects as well. It's all model work and things like that.
Yeah. But are we tired of the Enterprise being destroyed at this point?
Yeah, Star Trek 3 set a precedent, didn't it? And then it has to, they do it in every movie now. I mean, isn't it? They destroyed it in Star Trek Beyond and then get another one in the same movie at the end.
Yes.
Yeah, it's become a thing now, isn't it?
Yeah. So Picard forces his way through the space in the shield, but Soren sees him and fires his phaser, sending rocks falling down on him. And we think Picard's gone, but no, he suddenly appears and he fights Soren. Oh, but Soren, man.
Yeah, well, you say he fights him. Doesn't really fight him, does he? I mean, Picard's he was never a brawler, was he? I mean, he's a
lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, he takes a bit of a slap and then falls over, which is pretty much what happens, really.
Yeah, that's true. Soren launches his probe and destroys another star. The Nexus changes direction because of the shockwave, and Soren and Picard are engulfed in its wave. The planet and the Enterprise crew are killed by the shockwave.
I love this shot of the saucer section, and that was hard to say as well, with survivors walking around on top of it, and then the blast wave just comes and literally just rips it apart. It's a great shot, that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Picard awakes to find himself in a Victorian house at Christmas. He has a family, and Rene, his nephew, is there. It's serene, and he's happy there. But something isn't right. And it's obvious because it's Christmas and nobody is fighting.
Yeah, tell me about it. I never quite understood why Picard's perfect scenario would be a family doing Victorian cosplay.
Well, he's all into history.
Just seems a bit weird.
But no. It's combining history, his love of history, with his need for a family because he's realised that he's the last of the Picards because everyone else is dead.
Okay, all right. You put it like that, I could just about take it.
And when we began the film, what period of sailing ship was he on? He loves that period of time.
He was in the 18th century, wasn't he? So this is probably 18th century rather than Victorian here, isn't it? It's a bit hazy.
Yeah. Hazy. But he loves that kind of thing.
Yeah, okay.
Remember, when he's on that ship, he says, like, oh, this is the life, the freedom. And then Riker says, the scurvy, the blah, blah, blah.
Now you're making it seem like perfect sense. So, yeah. All right.
He sees Guinan, and it turns out that she exists in the Nexus and in reality. Picard is torn, but finally chooses to go back to reality and stop Soren. But he needs assistance. But Guinan can't help him. However, she knows a man who can. Bruce Forsyth. Good game.
Cuddly toy.
Yeah.
Kirk would be out chopping wood, though, wouldn't he?
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? If a woodchuck could chuck wood, as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck. If a woodchuck could chuck wood. Yeah.
It's too much wood chucking for my liking.
It is, for any one man. But yes, Kirk would be chopping wood. But he doesn't know why he's chopping wood.
Yeah, I've got problems with this.
Do you want to tell me those problems? Paul, come in, sit down. Let me just look at your notes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alcoholism.
Jesus.
Yep.
Just say it, Colin. You know what I mean? Just tell it.
Okay. And what would you like to talk about today? What is your problem?
I would never have you as my psychiatrist.
Well, no. You couldn't afford me.
So true. I'll mention it in a minute when we get to Kirk.
Oh, okay. Well, we're at Kirk. He's shocking. Okay, all right.
This cabin set has so much hidden away in it, though. It's got a Klingon bat'leth on the wall. There's a painting of the original series Enterprise on another wall. There's an old phaser, and there's even the gold plaque from the bridge of the Enterprise.
Would Kirk have a Klingon
No,
weapon
he wouldn't, would he?
in his house? No, he wouldn't.
It's literally a case of they went down the prop department and had a look at what shit was laid around.
Grab stuff. Yeah, it was like, why don't you just put a Romulan phaser up there while you're at it?
Whatever, you know.
Yeah. Our Nudian cans, underpants.
Ricardo Montalban's chest.
Yeah, put that up there. You know, things I love. Picard has to convince Kirk to help him. Mm-hmm. But Kirk is happy in this reality. He has his dog, Butler. He has Antonia.
Now, Antonia was originally going to be Carol Marcus.
Okay.
Which would make a lot more sense than this. Some random woman that we've never heard of before. But, okay.
Yes, it would, yeah. Why did they not do that? Were they just...
Maybe they just didn't want to get the actress. I don't know.
They don't, but you don't see Antonia. So you didn't even have
the plan was to have her in it at one point. She's in the script.
But you could have just said her name.
Yeah, I know. It's strange. It's very strange.
That is a genuinely stupid move.
Yeah.
I am actually flabbergasted by that. As a writer, you would... It's not even something that costs anything.
Yeah.
It's just a name change in the script.
I wonder who nixed it. I would imagine it was probably someone like Rick Berman.
That's dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Picard argues about duty, but Kirk's response to duty is, what did that get me? Nothing but an empty house.
True.
Mm.
Stop looking around, Colin.
Sorry.
It's interesting. Shatner was always a little bit standoffish, wasn't he, about the TNG guys? But apparently he and Patrick Stewart are really good friends now, which started during this movie.
I do remember, like, when TNG was first starting, William Shatner was like, "Oh, I'm Star Trek," kind of thing. This
Yeah.
just isn't going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was wrong.
it was. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Suddenly, they're in a horses stable, and they take the horses out. Kirk jumps a ravine, a jump he's done countless times, and it scared him every time until now. He realizes because it isn't real. There's no fear. There's no challenge. There's no life. Oh, sorry.
You went very Shatner there. All right.
Yeah, no, I didn't realize that. It's not real. There's no feelings, no life.
So this is the thing that I have a problem with. It always never sat right with me that it takes Kirk so long to come to terms with that this isn't real.
Right.
When how many situations like this in the original series did he deal with?
But no. The problem is you're thinking he's been there for years and years, but remember, he doesn't think he's been there for years. He thinks he's just arrived.
Well, that makes it even worse,
They
doesn't it?
They actually say that, and he's just because he says like, "How long have you been here?" And he's like, "I don't know. I've just."
But wouldn't that set alarm bells ringing in his head? The fact that he's even if he, even more so that he's only just arrived there and he doesn't quite understand how he got there. He's been in so many situations where he's dealt with things that aren't real. Mind games by aliens and things like that. That Kirk never strikes me as someone that's slow to catch on.
And that's another reason why it should have been Caroline Marcus, because if it'd been Caroline Marcus, you could have gone, okay, Kirk wants to be there.
Yeah, so he's trying to fight off the little voice in the back of his mind that's going, this is bullshit.
And don't forget that his life at that point was he wasn't a captain of a starship.
Mm-hmm.
So he had nothing to live for in that sense, nothing to drive him. But here, he can actually redo all the mistakes that he'd made. So if it had been Caroline Marcus, that would have made perfect sense.
Yeah. There's so many things that you could have said that would have been his better perfect moment, though, isn't there? I mean, apparently the love of his life in the TV show was Joan Collins in The Edge of Forever, wasn't she?
Yeah, but he also loved that woman who turned into a...
She was a robot.
No, wasn't the one where she wanted to be a captain in Starfleet.
Oh, yeah, there's another one, yes. there's a few, yes.
Yeah. Not as many as the stories would have you believe, though.
No, not.
I hate this new idea that he was a womanizer and just constantly chasing women. At 60s storytelling, they, you had to have a woman in it as an attraction, but also he didn't actually go after as many women as you think.
No,
he did.
and he was a lot more professional than the mythology tries to make you believe he was. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
You can't imagine Picard hero worshipping a man like Kirk, though, can you? I mean, I like how at first when he sees him, he's kind of in awe of him, and then as he talks to him, he's kind of like a bit of a dick, aren't you? He's got that attitude.
Well, this is the thing. Is it just me? But isn't it weird that Picard doesn't mention that he met Spock?
It is weird, but I suppose you if it was a TV episode, then you'd have the time to be able to put stuff like that in. But I suppose they want to try and keep the movie moving, don't they?
I still find that that's a big thing to actually skip. I would rather have that in than some of the other stuff.
Yeah, no, I can see it, and I agree with you. Yeah.
And wouldn't Kirk say, like, when he gets back to Picard's century, wouldn't he be like, hey, is Spock still alive?
Yeah, he'd have a lot of questions, wouldn't he? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there's none of that.
Mm. Yeah, it's a shame.
I find that annoying.
There's quite a few missed opportunities with this, I think.
Yeah.
There's a big one later as well.
Oh, is there?
We'll talk about
you're going to tell me?
Talk about it. I think you might feel it the same way as well. Just out of curiosity, what would you, if we had to make time for more conversation about Spock, what would you take out of the movie?
I would remove some of the data material.
Yeah, because it does get a little bit tedious, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Because this film is supposed to be a transition.
Yeah.
So I think you need more about the characters from the original Star Trek.
I'd agree with that. Yeah. And it's a shame that we don't have more of those characters as well. Where's Uhura?
Yes.
It's a shame, and it's a movie of missed opportunities for me. This.
It is, yeah. So Kirk agrees to join Picard, and we find ourselves on Viridian before the shockwave destroyed everything. They realise they need to stop the launcher from firing and destroying the sun, and thus the Nexus will not reach the planet, but Soren has cloaked it. Picard and Kirk work together. Kirk decloaks the launcher while hanging from a bridge, but the bridge he's on collapses, sending him falling. Picard does something to the launcher, but has to run when Soren pulls a gun on him. Soren reaches the launcher as the Nexus approaches, but discovers that Picard has enabled the locking clamps, which are your favourite sex toy.
I've got them on now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you're high-pitched.
Yeah, and I'm sat funny. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of really fun Kirk lines, I think, which say anything what you like about William Shatner, but he knows how to play Kirk. And and the way he rattles off lines, like when with the whole sounds like fun. That to me is Kirk. And at one point during the fist, you've got Kirk having a fist fight. You've got to have Kirk having a fist fight in his last adventure,
Yeah.
And the way he says to Picard, "Call me Jim," It's all the hits, we get all the hits.
And I like that Picard calls him Jim, but only after Kirk has left.
Yes. So the death.
The death.
It works better than the one that they shot, like we said before, the original one, I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I do think he should have gone out on the bridge of the Enterprise, though.
Yeah.
Sat in his captain's chair, giving his last orders in some self-sacrifice. He got his self-sacrifice like he does in this. But it would have been a lot more powerful on the bridge of his Enterprise, going out like that.
Yeah, you could have had, I don't know, this is just top of my head. Like Picard is there, but Picard has to leave for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And Kirk turns to him and says, "What do you say?" And Picard just says, "Make it so."
Yeah.
And Kirk nods,
Mm-hmm.
and then as Picard leaves, Kirk just goes, "Make it so," and that's the end.
Yeah, perfect, yeah. And you could get Picard out of the way by having Kirk beam him off against his will.
Yeah.
With a line to say, "You're the future."
Yeah.
So much better. It would have just been more of a powerful moment for Kirk, and if there's one place where Kirk would want to go out, it's in that chair on his bridge, doing what he does best.
Yeah.
But again, a missed opportunity. I do like his "oh my" line though.
Yes. Yeah. So we get the launcher exploding, and the Nexus harmlessly flies by. So Picard looks for Kirk, finds him, and says, Kirk says, "Did we make a difference?" Picard says, "Oh, yes." And Kirk says, "Thank you." And then he dies.
Apparently, when he said his "oh my" line, all he was doing was just staring at a plane that was flying by in the sky behind Patrick Stewart's head.
Oh, okay.
And he's gone on record to say that he regrets the way that he delivered that line.
Oh.
That he meant to do it in a more awestruck way, and he felt that he delivered it almost like Kirk was seeing something that was disturbing him slightly.
Oh, I never thought that when watching it.
I mean, he's the actor doing it, so that's the way he feels. Then it's perfectly valid, I suppose. But
oh yes, totally. Yeah. So Picard buries Kirk. I'm sure Starfleet will dig him up and give him a big funeral. They're burying him on a remote planet that no one's ever heard of.
Well, we've seen season 3 of Picard. We know where Kirk's body is, don't we?
Oh, yes, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
I say Picard. It's clearly a double of Picard.
Yes, he's long gone.
Could they not get Patrick Stewart that day for those reshoots?
No, he's long gone. He's long gone by that point. He's doing another X-Men movie by this point.
Yeah, that's right. He's back in the stellar category.
Yeah. They're redressing it as we speak. Yeah. I do remember the absolute. I saw this movie in the cinema. I presume you did as well.
Yes.
I remember the absolute silence in that cinema when Kirk died.
Really?
Because of, you're surrounded by a lot of Trek fans.
Mhm.
And, it is a big moment when Kirk dies. It's
It
like the
is.
Enterprise exploded instead.
Or it should have been.
It should have been. Yeah. Bigger than it is. Yeah.
A shuttle comes to collect him, and they beam up the survivors.
Mm-hmm.
Troy and Data scan the Enterprise and find Spot, which is Data's cat. Picard finds his family album and says that this will not be the last ship that has the name Enterprise.
You do get a sense that Picard has changed by the events in this movie a little bit, I think. His character's grown a little bit more. He's less focused on his duty and more about other things that are important to him.
But what in this film made him change?
That he lost his family, I guess. And that he was given a new one, but then he realised that, his real family is the Enterprise. And it's that family thing, everyone does now,
Oh, is it a Fast and Furious film all of a sudden?
It is. I think that's what they're going for.
Family.
Yeah.
It's like you at work. They're your family.
Dysfunctional, but we do get a nice reuse again of the Reliant and the Grissom models from Wrath of Khan and Search for Spock at the end of this movie.
Well, someone's been reading.
No, I knew what they were anyway, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh come on, you know, I knew what they were.
And that's the end of Star Trek Generations. So, Paul, what did you think of the film?
So we love Star Trek, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But did you know that one of my other favourite things is a good crossover movie? Or any kind of crossover in comic books, in anything like that.
Oh, God, why?
The Magnum episode of where it crosses over with Murder, She Wrote.
Yeah, I like that kind of thing. But when it's like I'm about to endure one of my favourite franchises be forced onto another franchise, and that's with G.I. Joe and Transformers.
Which has precedent in comics.
I know it does, but I wasn't pleased about it in the comics either. But I'm growing used to the idea.
Well, I'm a sucker for this kind of
but
thing.
Still.
You put
Why?
aliens in a Batman comic, and I'm there. So mixing TOS with TNG was always going to be on my wish list. And
That's not a mixed. No. Whoa.
It's a crossover.
Sorry.
It's a
no.
crossover.
No, it's not. It's not. No, I totally disagree with that. It's just a generational gap. It's not a crossover. It's a crossover. Is Star Trek and Battlestar Galactica.
I've watched that as well.
A crossover. I know you would, but a crossover is not TNG in the original Star Trek. No, sorry, won't accept that.
Well,
You're
it feels
an idiot.
like a crossover to me.
No, I can't even look at you in the face. I'm so disgusted.
You never look at me in the face anyway, Colin. I like seeing Kirk and Picard together. Let's face it, that's the big draw in this movie, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I would have preferred a mix of the old and the new crews, though, not just Kirk and Picard.
Yes.
The two Enterprises together on screen, teaming up to face a massive threat. Now, that would have been something to watch.
Yeah.
This feels a bit like a two-part episode, albeit with cinematic quality effects. But it feels like a TV episode.
We do have complaints about TNG films for that kind of thing. Insurrection feels
that's the worst one.
An episode. But then, like, is that bad? Because we like TNG episodes. Why are we complaining when a movie feels like a good TNG episode?
I know, but we do, don't we? And we complain when those two-part episodes don't feel like a movie as well. Like Best of Both Worlds feels like a movie, but what's it called? The one where Picard goes undercover on a smuggling ship or something. You know the one I mean?
Yeah, I do.
And that feels really dull, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not sure that the Nexus works or even makes that much sense in its own logic, but
there's no sense because it's not explained.
Yeah, and in that respect, is it really any different than the probe in Star Trek 4?
Well, yes, because the probe is explained. It's from an alien race that picked up the sounds of whales because they've been existing for thousands and hundreds of thousands of years and thought they were the intelligent life on the
They
planet.
don't really delve into it, though, do they?
No, but they give some kind of
Yeah.
explanation. This has nothing at all.
It's magic.
It's just a ribbon in space.
Most of the TNG cast largely get nothing to do in this movie.
They might as well not even have turned up.
I know. Kirk's death, it's okay. It does the job and it's effective. But I'm not even sure that they should have killed him. I always think that Kirk would have been far better just going... Kirk had an ending already in Star Trek 6. We didn't need to see Kirk die, I don't think. I was quite happy with seeing the Enterprise fly off into the sunset in Undiscovered Country.
Or if he'd been in this, what they should have done is somehow made like while the Nexus was deflected, Kirk was still caught in it. And so he'd gone back.
Yeah.
And Picard had just seen him disappear into the Nexus and gone, okay, he's gone.
Yeah.
But then you could have done whatever you wanted afterwards to bring him back.
And you could have not had... You could have had an easy answer to getting the rest of the crew and the Enterprise in it, Kirk's Enterprise, by having them just be on that ship, and that's the ship that has to answer a distress call, and that's the ship that gets taken into... The whole ship gets taken into the next...
Yeah.
You know. Then you could have done the proper crossover.
Yeah.
If you're going to kill him, put him on the bridge, on his Enterprise. There are lots of things I do like about this movie, and it's always watchable.
Yeah.
It isn't the worst Star Trek in the world. It isn't even the worst Star Trek movie.
Go on. Which is the worst Star Trek movie?
Of the original runs, not counting the last three of proper, real Star Trek, let's call it.
Yeah.
Including the TNG ones, I would say probably the worst Star Trek movie is, and I'm not going to say 5.
No, you're going to say Nemesis.
I was actually going to say Insurrection.
Oh, you prefer Nemesis to Insurrection?
Yeah, I find Insurrection dull.
Oh, okay.
Really dull. And the whole, we've gotten younger when we clearly haven't. That doesn't work. But is it a hit? I would have to say that no, it's not, because it feels like a massively missed opportunity. And it's an opportunity that'll never come again. Or maybe it will, with all this technology that we've got now. Who knows what we might get at some point in the future. But it just feels... I remember being disappointed when I first saw it.
Right.
And those feelings are still with me every time I watch it. So no, it's not a hit for me, I'm afraid.
Oh, this is the first time we've done Star Trek and it's not been a hit.
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. So let's
You?
be honest. Sorry, go on. You want to actually ask me, Paul? You want to show an interest in what I think?
What do you think, Colin?
I don't want to tell you now.
Oh, go on, please.
Well, let's be honest for us. Are there really any bad Star Trek movies? There are just the two moons of lesser and greater. This orbits the lesser. I like most of it. I appreciate the mystery of the Nexus. But I do believe they could have played with that idea more.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way it looks with the more natural lighting. I think choosing a director of photography that wasn't usually doing science fiction was a smart idea in this case.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we really needed Data's emotion chip. And some of that material is so much for the fans of the show. But, I'm a fan, so that's okay. But it's too much data. And other characters are sacrificed because of that. The Duras sisters, I'm not a lover of those characters, but it seems a bit churlish to just kill them off like that after building them up in multiple episodes. But I suppose the show had finished, so what are you going to do with them anyway?
Mm-hmm.
The biggest problem for me is just the ending.
Go on.
It feels so small, especially as it involves the death of the most important character in the history of Star Trek. He's essentially killed by a bridge and gravity.
I never thought of it in quite that way, but yeah, it's exactly how he is killed, isn't it? Yeah.
That's it. And they talk about it in the Nexus like, oh, the odds are against us. Why? Dr. Sorny, he's just a grumpy scientist who couldn't get funding. He's nothing... He's not superhuman. He's not like Khan, Noonien and Singh, which is what they were aiming for.
Yeah.
He's not like... And he doesn't have a huge horde of people around him. He's not Romulan. He's not Klingon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's just a miserable old scientist who wants to get back to whatever his Nexus is. And he killed Kirk?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you think the stakes should have been higher?
Way higher.
Mm-hmm.
And that's nothing against Malcolm McDowell. He's fine. He's just not given enough to make him a memorable villain. If you took his Kirk-a-side away,
Yeah.
there's nothing there.
That's true. That is very true. Yeah. He's going back to my point that I like him as an actor, but he's a good actor in a very underwritten role.
Yes. Yeah. So I don't understand the thinking that the writer sat down and went, having them scrambling around a mountain is the way to kill off a character that has been in existence for so many years and is the number one character, no matter what they say, he is,
He is.
in Star Trek.
Yeah.
I can't understand the logic behind it.
Yeah, yeah. It's exactly the way I felt.
So for me, the film is like, it starts good, I enjoy it, and then at the ending I'm just like, WTF.
Yeah. I'm with you completely.
So for me, and I'm like you, I do watch it. I watch it multiple times. But yeah, it's a miss. And like you said, it could have been so much better just with a little more thought and a little more time. And maybe these writers were so involved with finishing off TNG, they didn't have enough distance from TNG to think about original Star Trek.
If memory serves, didn't they literally go from finishing the show to straight into this movie?
They were filming TNG while they were filming stuff that didn't involve TNG characters in this.
Yeah. They were desperate to get this out, weren't they?
Yeah, and they should have just stopped, thought about it, and just delved more deeper into what they were doing.
Yeah, I'd agree completely. Yeah. And it's a shame. I suppose they could walk it back, but they're not going to.
No.
You know.
No.
And this is the way that Kirk goes out.
Yeah, it's pathetic, isn't it?
Yeah. Such a shame.
It's the kind of way you and I will go on.
On a bridge that collapses on us.
Yeah, just accidentally falling off a bridge. I mean, I know Soren shoots it, but still, it's just a bridge that collapses.
You might be right there, actually. I can see us going out like that.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if we were actually standing on the same bridge.
Oh, yeah, but if we're standing on the same bridge, it's me that's cut the ropes.
You're going, I'm taking you with me.
Yeah, if I'm going, you're going, Sonny.
Hey, that's still a better ending than this.
It is, yeah. It's more tension.
Well, maybe...
Oh, no tension in those ropes, though, because they're gone.
Yeah, they're definitely gone. Maybe our next Trek movie, when we get round to it, will be better.
Well, let's hope so. We're running out.
We are. We've done all the good ones.
Have we?
No, I'm being sarcastic.
Have we?
I'm being sarcastic. I mean, we've done Star Trek 5 and Star Trek 6 and this. Yeah, well, so we'll be a bit more careful with our next Star Trek movie.
I think so. Yeah. In the meantime, thank you to our Patreon supporters who help us keep all those episodes online. And with that, it's a goodbye from me.
And a Merry Christmas from me.
Oh, I forgot it's Christmas. Sorry.
It might not be when they listen to
Merry
it.
Christmas. Yeah, that's true.
Easter.
Whenever you listen to this, it could be Easter for all we know. People listen to this at other times of the year. Yeah.
Happy whatever it is.
Yeah, happy whatever. And 2 to beam up.